All right, welcome everyone in this lesson 5.3, Driving Progress, Leveraging Technology for AIMS Improvement. We're going to tackle a massive topic. We're talking about how technology is completely changing the game for managing AI systems, especially when it comes to hitting those critical standards like ISO/IEC 42001. We're going to break it all down into simple, practical ideas you can actually use. So, are you ready to see what the future of AI compliance looks like? Let's jump right in. Okay, so let's kick things off with a question that every single organization needs to be asking itself right now. Is your AI compliance really keeping up? I mean, think about it. AI is moving at lightning speed, but so many of our compliance processes are still stuck in the slow lane, relying on spreadsheets and manual checks. And that gap between the speed of AI and the speed of compliance, that's where all the risk is hiding. And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? You've got two roads you can go down. On the left, there's the old way, the manual approach. It's slow, you're always playing catch-up, and let's be honest, it's just begging for human error. But on the right, that's where we want to be, a tech-enhanced AI management system, or AIMS, that's fast, proactive, and super accurate. The difference is just night and day. So, let's dive a little deeper into what we call the manual compliance trap. You know, the fundamental problem is that our traditional ways of thinking about governance and risk, they just weren't designed for something as dynamic and complex as artificial intelligence. They simply can't keep up. And here's what that trap actually feels like in the real world. Your manual systems just get overwhelmed by the sheer speed and amount of data and model changes. It becomes almost impossible not to have errors in your documentation. You're always reacting to fires instead of preventing them. And maybe the biggest cost of all, your smartest people, your real experts, are drowning in paperwork instead of driving your business forward. But what if there was a better way? This is where we shift gears and start talking about a technology-powered solution. The whole idea here is to flip the script entirely, to move from being reactive to being truly proactive in how we manage our AI. And the key to that shift is a new category of tools we call AI governance technology, or AI GRC. And this is where it gets really cool. We're essentially using AI to help govern AI. These are purpose-built tools designed to automate, to monitor, and to seriously level up your entire AI management system. And the payoff for doing this? It's huge. You get documentation and processes that are way more efficient and way more accurate. You start getting ahead of risks before they become problems. You can pivot and adapt to new regulations without a huge fire drill. It all adds up to smoother operations. And yeah, it definitely saves money. Okay, so that all sounds pretty great in theory, but let's get down to brass tacks. How does this stuff actually work in the wild? Let's look at how this technology helps you meet the very real requirements of a standard like ISO/IEC 42001. First up, and this is a big one, AI System Risk and Impact Assessment. This is right at the heart of any good compliance program, and it's a place where manual methods really struggle. But with technology, the whole process gets a makeover. First, automated tools are constantly scanning your models and data, hunting for any potential weak spots. Then, predictive analytics actually scores those risks for you, so you know exactly where to focus your attention. And finally, it can even help you draft those initial privacy and ethical reports, which is a massive time saver for your team. Okay, next application, performance monitoring and drift detection. You know, there's this common myth that once an AI model is launched, the job is done. But that's not true at all. Models can change and degrade over time. It's called drift. And if you're not watching for it, it can be a huge compliance blind spot. This is where a tech-powered system becomes your best friend. It acts like a 24/7 watchdog. It's constantly tracking your key performance metrics, like accuracy. It's on the lookout for any creeping bias. It automatically flags when the model or the data starts to drift. And crucially, it sends an alert to the right people immediately, so a small issue doesn't become a massive crisis. And now, let's talk about everybody's favorite activity, documentation, right? Manually keeping all your records accurate, current, and ready for an audit is just a monumental task. But this is where automation is a total game changer. It can automatically generate things called model cards. You can think of them like nutrition labels for your AI, explaining exactly what went into them and how they perform. It can also link your internal rules directly to specific compliance clauses, which makes auditors happy. And to top it off, it creates a perfect, unchangeable record of every decision made along the way. Okay, but let's be real for a minute. This isn't a silver bullet. Bringing in this kind of tech comes with its own set of challenges. And it's so important that we don't forget the absolutely vital role that humans play in this new automated world. You have to go into this with your eyes open. These tools are powerful, but remember, garbage in, garbage out. They need high-quality data to work. You also have to watch out for bias in the automation tools themselves. You have to demand transparency. And of course, you've got the practical headaches of just making it all work with your existing systems and keeping everything secure. And that leads us to what might be the single most important idea in this entire lesson. This quote on the screen says it all. Technology should augment, not replace, human oversight. For the really tough calls, the complex ethical questions, the high-stakes risk decisions, you have to have an accountable human being in the loop. Full stop. But if you can get over those hurdles, and if you always keep that human element in mind, you're not just solving today's compliance problems, you're actually building a truly future-proof AI management system, one that's powered by this incredible engine of continuous improvement. This is really the ultimate prize. What you're creating is this powerful feedback loop. The tech monitors and gives you insights. Those insights help you make better decisions. Those better decisions make your AI stronger and more trustworthy. And then the whole cycle just keeps repeating, getting better and better each time. It's a constant upward spiral. And when that feedback loop is working, this is what you get. You shift from putting out fires to actually preventing them. Your daily operations get smoother, freeing up your team to innovate. Audits are no longer a source of panic. And you can build the future with confidence, knowing you have a rock-solid, adaptable system supporting you. So let's end right where we started, with that choice. You can have a system that's built for the world as it was yesterday, or you can have one that's engineered for the world of tomorrow. The only question left to ask is, which one are you building?